Hello, everyone, welcome to watch this video. In this video we will introduce the CAM template and library. The content includes 5 parts: the overview of CAM template and library, how to create them, how to use them. After that, we will have a small summary and case study inside ZW3D. The value of CAM template and library is to help increase the CAM programming efficiency, so we need to learn how to make good use of them. Here are brief introduction about the use scenario of them. CAM template is more for series part machining, which the material is same, part size and processing workflow is identical, for example, electrode machining. If the material, size, processing workflow are varied a lot, then the operation library can be used to save time. For the small CAM group, which use the operations not too much, they may just use the default operation inside the software. Then they can adjust the default value according to their case by operation configuration. Tool library is to manage all the tools. Next, let's check the details. The first one is CAM template. It includes almost all the information, such as the CAM tree setting, tool list, operation list, machine definition, and output setting. ZW3D supports both CAM template under the single object mode or multiple object mode, as you can see from the images here. Next is the operation library. It is to save the commonly used operations with the parameters including the tool information in one file. You can access it by import in the right menu of operations node in CAM plan. The third one is the operation configuration. It can modify the default operation parameters value. Sometimes, we may find that the default setting is not proper for our case, so here is a tip to show you how to adjust the default operation parameters. We also list some scenarios. For example, we can set the step down and step over values according to our real part information. Or we can adjust the short link limit value or the plunge length to make it be adapted to our real machining. Or we can set the traversal from % mode to rapid if our machine supports rapid traversal. The step is simple, just start the corresponding operation, and then modify the values you want. Then click the Save button with the default name to any folder. The final step is to copy it to the corresponding location as shown here. The last one is Tool Library. It is used to manage your tool list. ZW3D provides the built-in tool library and you can access the tool from the Load All in the Tool Manager, as the figure shown here. The tools are classified by the types, such as mill, drill, and etc. Here please pay attention to the 4 buttons in the Tool Manager. The Add to Lib and Load Tool Shape are only for tool shape load and save. If you need to save all tool information, you need to click Save All on the right bottom corner. Load All is to load all tool information. Now we already know who are they, then how to create them? First, let's check how to create a CAM template. It is simple, we can create from scratch or from existing CAM plan. Create a new CAM plan, it can be Z3 or Z3 CAM. We can also open the existing Z3 template for multiple object mode. Then we can define the CAM tree setting, tool list, operation list if any, machines, output setting, then save it in any folder. Copy the files into the corresponding directory under the installation folder. Another way is to create from the existing CAM plan. Just find an existing typical CAM plan that can be reused in the future. Delete all the geometry and toolpath. Remove the data that related with the model such as limiting data. Then open the template file. Copy the CAM plan into the root manager of the template Z3 file. For single object mode, just save the file as Z3CAM file. Finally, copy the files into the resource folder. As to the operation library, the step is simple too. We can create from zero. Create a new CAM plan file, which can be Z3 or Z3 CAM file. Then insert the commonly used operations, add the tool and set other necessary parameters according to the machine method, material, part size, machining region, and etc. After that, rename them with a meaningful name and save for future use. Or we can create it from existing CAM plans. Just create a new CAM plan, then open your existing CAM plan, and copy the operations that you want to reuse in the future. Paste in this new CAM plan. After that, the feature will be removed automatically, and you can check and remove the data related with the specific model such as limiting and point setting data, and rename it with more readable name. Finally, save the file for future use. As to the tool library, there are two ways to create. The first option is to define all the tool information such as shape, holder, speed feed and etc. in the tool manager. Then click Save All to save it to the library you specified. If you want to start from an empty library, just create a new Excel file. Please pay attention here. If you failed to save it to the library in the installation folder, please start ZW3D by Run as administrator. Or you can copy the tool library file in any folder that you have access right, and save tools into it, then copy and replace the file under the installation directory. The second way is to create the tool list in a CAM plan, and give the CAM plan a proper name. Save it as Z3 or Z3CAM file. After that, you can run the command shown here to convert it to Excel file directly. You can also follow the image to add the entry in the ribbon, so you can access it easily. Till now, we have already known how to create the template and libraries. Then next question is when and how to use them. It seems they are some kind of overlapping. When we need use CAM template, and when we need use operation library, and we have already defined the tool list in our template, why we still need the tool library? Now let's find it out. As you can see here, for simple part machining, such as the electrode machining, the whole machining process are almost the same, and the size has no big difference. Then we can use CAM template to manage it fully. After we finish the CAM programming for the first electrode piece, then we just need to save it as CAM template, and then reuse it for all the afterward programming. For the complicated 2x or 3x machining, the process may vary a lot, but we still can define a general CAM template, such as the tool list, machine information and the output setting for saving time. As we just mentioned, for the complicated 2x or 3x part programming, the CAM template cannot fulfill the whole operation arrangement, so we can use operation library to help. Start from a general template, and then during the programming process, we can import the predefined operations from the library according to the machining area, and then duplicate it to do the later work, such as create the features, and specify the limiting and etc. Through this, the programmer can focus on thinking about the way of machining, verification, and making adjustment accordingly. Finally, if the tool we need is not in the template, and also not be imported when we import the operation from the operation library, then we can load it from the tool library directly. Of course, we need save all tools we have into the tool library first. Last, let's check where to make the configuration for these template and libraries. As you can see here, we can specify the template file or folder for different mode, and can specify the default template in the Files tab. As to the CAM library, we can switch to the CAM tab in the configuration, and specify them, which can be used for both modes. Till now, we have learned all the contents. Let's just have a small summary. What's the difference between CAM template and operation library? We can answer this from three aspects. The content is different. CAM template can cover more settings, such as CAM tree setting, whole tool list, machine setting, output setting, while operation library is just a combination of operation and tool. The timing is different. CAM template is used at the very beginning, while the operation library can be used during the programming process. The last one is the application scenario. CAM template can fully fulfill the simple machining job with fixed processing pattern such as the electrode machining. But for most cases, we may need to have a combination of CAM template and operation library to accomplish the programming. Of course, we need to make our operation library rich enough to cover our real part machining. Now let's just go to ZW3D to see how to use all these template and library. Let's start from simple. Check how to add a tool to the existing library. Create a new CAM plan. Click Insert Tool. In Tool Manager, define the tool shape. Other information. Tool holder. And speed feed, we can add multiple groups of speed feed values. Click Save All. And then select the Tool Library Excel file. Click Open to finish the save. Go to Tool Shape tab, click Load All. We can find the tool we just saved in the tool library. We can also create a new Excel file and save the tools to the empty tool library. Another way is to create the tool list in a CAM plan. We can define one by one from zero, or collect the tools from existing CAM plan and paste in one CAM plan. As you can see here, then use the convert command to do the conversion. No matter it is in a Z3 file or Z3CAM file, it can be converted. Just copy the convert command and paste in the command line. Let's open the output window. Press Enter. We can see the conversion is done in a second. The converted Excel file is in the same folder as the CAM file. Copy to the resource file folder, or specify the tool library in the configuration. Then we can load the tool from our custom library. Now we have finished the tool library creation. Next, let's check how to create the operation library. Create a new CAM plan. We can rename the object with a more readable name. Then insert operation, set the parameters according to our experience. Here we can load the tool from tool library. Give the operation a meaningful name. And then insert next till done. Or we can open the existing CAM plan that have the operations we want to reuse. Just select the operations and copy. Switch back and paste in the operation node. Clean the data that related with the specific model, such as limiting parameters and point setting. Rename and done. We can add more operations here to create a rich library. For example, we create the operation library for steel part machining. Save it and we can load when we need to use. As you can see, this is the operation library example. The last one is to create CAM template. Now we are under the multiple object mode. We can open the existing template and new a CAM plan object. Then define tool list, operations, define machines, set the output setting and etc. Of course, we can create the CAM template for single object mode too. Another way is to create template from existing CAM plan. The same, we open the template Z3 file. Then open an existing CAM plan which is for the electrode 1 machining. We can see there are tool list used, all operations, machine definition, and output settings. Go back to Route Manager, copy the CAM plan. Then paste it in the Route Manager, then rename it with a meaningful name. Double-click to open it. Right-click Geometry, click Delete All to delete the geometry. Right-click Operations, delete all toolpaths, then go to each operation to remove the limiting and point setting data. When all settings are done, save it. No permission to save it in the original path, so we click Save as to save it on desktop. The CAM template creation is completed. We can copy it to the resource folder to replace the original one. Now let's use it in the real case. To program for this electrode, we can just use the CAM template and click CAM plan, then choose Electrode Milling Template. After that, all the elements in CAM plan are here. We just need insert the stock. Add the part and the stock in the feature of rough operation. And adjust the limiting accordingly. Calculate. After all are done, just go to Solid Verify to check whether it is okay, and make adjustment if necessary. If all are okay, just output the NC file. Let's see another part. This is 2x part machining, but it is not so simple as the electrode, so we can use the general milling template, and then use the operation library to help increase the programming efficiency. Right-click, click CAM plan. Choose the default mill template. Insert the stock. Right-click Operations, click Import, click Browse button, then we can choose the operation library we prepared. All the operations inside will be listed here, so we can choose top facing, profile cut with D16R0 for roughing. Then duplicate the operation. Insert the features. Calculate. The same for other operations. Create a sketch for the profile. Create the profile. Choose Profile. Select the sketch we just created. Here we need set the limiting data. Calculate. Let's just skip to the half-done file. Here we just left the hole drilling and the chamfer feature machining. The hole diameter is 7 and 10. Let's import the drill operation. Duplicate. We find that the tool is not what we need for these holes, so we can load it from our custom library. Select the tool. Add the hole feature. And calculate. Add the part to ensure safety. The same for diameter 10 holes. As to the chamfer, we can just click the chamfer operation in the ribbon. Load the chamfer tool from Tool Library. Add the feature. Suppose the material of our most parts is very hard. We may need to change the default step down to a smaller one, such as 0.5. So we can modify it. And click the Save button to save it to the desktop. And then replace it in the installation directory under the language folder. Next time, when we insert the chamfer operation, it will use the value we set. Normally, we need the retract move to use rapid feed, and the others keep the 100% of feed, so we can modify in the speed feed window. Click Save to the desktop. Then replace it in the CAM config folder. Now let's check. The default speed feed is using the one we just set. Actually, we just showed you simple case about the template and library usage. You can create your own to implement what you want. Hope this video can be helpful for you. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching.